Panzer versus SL4. This is actually a semifinals game. It's the game before the finals. They decided to play their game right now, just get it over with. I've literally casted so much Dota today, it's ridiculous. But I'm going to do one more, because otherwise nobody would be able to watch that, and that's a downer. Or watch this, that would be a downer. Little talk about Tornado 2079 once again. So SL4 versus Panzer. It's actually Panzer versus SL4. I think Panzer's on the Sentinel team. SL4. There we go. Alright, one more game, and I'm retiring from Dota for the day. It's official. I refuse to cast any more games. No, that's not true. If another game go up, I would do it because I'm awesome. And let's open up Own TV. I never got to run any ads on you guys. You lucked out big time because basically the servers were being adjusted or something like that. So, you bastards. You lucked out. I guess we're still recording, which is unfortunate. Alright, so everything is organized. We are hopping into the game here. Semifinals, Panzer versus SL4. I'm going to have to cut this up later, I guess, in the VOD stuff. I tried to stop the record, but the servers were updated, so it wasn't working. One of the Scourge players was a little concerned. I assume he watched one of the games I casted of his team, and he picked a Tidehunter, so I saw a Tidehunter pick, and I don't know if he completely understood every word I said. I probably said atypical or something that a non-English speaker would probably not be as familiar with. Assuming that possibly he wasn't actually familiar with it, but I said it was a funny pick, or at least he said that I said it was a funny pick. I don't really necessarily know if that was the case. But basically, just to reassert my point there, in case you're watching, man, somebody on the Scourge team, not sure who, it's not a typical pick. I love Tide. He's one of my favorite heroes right now. Like when I took the Dota 2 survey, Tidehunter was on my top 5 as favorite current heroes. I love him as a player, as a hero, but he's not very often picked up. I mean, if you look at the number of times that he's banned, I've seen him banned, like I said when I casted the game, like 6 times probably in the last 2 or 3 months of the games I've casted, but I've never once during that period seen him played. That was the first game I've seen Tide in Dota 1 in forever, in a really long time. That might just be my perspective, like my misinterpretation of the games that I happen to watch, but that was my description, basically. Tide almost never gets picked up. And please tell me, did they seriously get another Night Stalker? Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Do people not watch Panzer games? Like, seriously, dude, watch Panzer games. If you take out the Night Stalker, I think it's been pretty apparent that they know how to play Night Stalker effectively. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. I think it would be wise to maybe just ban him in the first round. I've seen Navi do it against M5, stuff like that. High aggression teams, they play Night Stalker and they win games with him. It was just what we saw last game. Good coordination and game winning. That's what happens. He's a good hero for ganking, if you have good control, if you do it right. But let's talk about the rest of the picks really quick here. We have a Invoker, Clockwork Goblin, Windrunner, and a Spectre. And the Scourge team, is a Shadow Demon, Lich, Anti-Mage, and a Crystal Maiden. Those are the bans. So, Anti-Mage not going to make it into the pool. Everything's pretty standard there. Of the first rounds, AA made it through. Batrider, Furion, which all got picked off. So most of the heroes that normally get picked first round ended up getting picked up pretty fast. And the Scourge team actually went for a puck once again. Yet another puck pick against a Night Stalker. But the Night Stalker was after the puck, I think. I won't bother trying to figure that out. I'm pretty sure Night Stalker was after puck for sure. So that's a nice little counter there. Puck's not going to have a good time. A is also pretty gankable by Night Stalker. Quite gankable by Night Stalker, actually, considering he doesn't have a hard disable. And Night Stalker's already pretty fast, so the Ice Vortex isn't as big of an issue. And Spectre gets banned. They're afraid of the long-term carry. And a Crystal Maiden as well. So one more support hero ban would be smart against the Scourge team. They're probably thinking about, do they want to ban VS? VS is the hero to ban here. Maybe that's not necessarily what they want to go for, but that would be my guess, who they're going to end up banning. It's going to be some support hero. It's VS. It's Earthshaker. Maybe they're hoping that if they don't ban VS, they will be able to pick up VS. Maybe that's what they're aiming for. But even then, I don't think laning or soloing a Ancient Apparition is a smart idea, because you might end up soloing him against the Night Stalker. Night Stalker can most definitely outplay an Ancient Apparition. And they're actually going to ban an Omni Knight this game. And I think this is also not a bad idea either. And they do get to first pick the Vengeful Spirit. See, that's what they did there. They spent a lot of time thinking, should we ban the Vengeful Spirit? If so, we're not going to get him. Maybe they'll ban the Vengeful Spirit. And they ended up banning a Lycan. Definitely poison ready. Tornado Tony was ready to ban that Lycan. I'm sorry, Tornado Tony 79. That's really important. It's like the most... If I was to like go on the internet in the 90s, like that would be somebody's username. That's why that name is awesome. But a Vengeful Spirit, and they're able to pick that up. The the Omni Knight, also importantly, repel on a Balinar. It's like a 90%, 85% up repel. It's almost always, the magic community is almost always on here, and that on top of a Night Stalker is actually pretty beast. The only downside is then you'd have 2 melee solos, unless you babysit like Night Stalker with a support hero or something. It's kind of a weird situation. But I think it's not a bad decision to ban the Omni Knight. Omni Knight does get played sometimes very effectively. And yet again, a third game with both Enigma and a Night Stalker. I'm pretty sure this is 3 in a row. At least 2. Last game for sure had Enigma. I'm pretty sure this is 3 in a row. With Night Stalker Enigma. That's pretty awesome. One last pick for the Scourge team. I'm expecting a solo. Now they need a carry. They need at least a semi-carry. They don't have any carry potential right now, unless you count maybe Puck AA. But that's unreasonable, generally. Most likely those heroes won't get rolling enough. That's like pub semi-carrying with int heroes. Generally doesn't happen in high-level games. Sometimes with AA, we did see that earlier today, where an AA did a sort of semi-carry, getting a lot of kills all over the place, generally with Ice Blast. And the last pick's going to be Razor. I really like this. Razor is one of the carries. You could argue he's maybe more of a semi-carry than a carry, but he has a lot of early game potential. And against a Night Stalker, I think this is really smart. I haven't seen a Razor gotten run in a long time, but I think it's going to be a sweet game, for sure. And the last pick for the Sentinel team is going to be the last support hero available to them, who is reasonably good, and it's going to be a Venomancer. Yes. My name is Streamer. That is my name. Sentinel team here. Looks like, once again, doing the fast smoke trick on the Venomancer. It's going to be Panzer Jimaras. Tornado Tony 79. He's playing Balinar for the 3rd game in a row. He's probably warmed up, I think. I think it's time for him to really shine, you know. I think he was just practicing the previous games. No big deal. Other players. Arman going to be playing a Batrider this game. He played Warlock. Last game, Panzer Black playing the Enigma. And Panzer Leaf playing the Furion. I think Black played the Enigma last game as well. Pretty sure. Probably has about 8 Clarity Potions on himself. And the Scourge team. Nova AT playing the Earthshaker. Mippy Fan #1 playing the VS. Mr. Odie playing the AA. Cruel Slap playing the Lightning Revenant. And finally, Foolish Human playing the Puck. Definitely a pretty interesting game. Neither team really hard committing to a very hard carry. It's always fun to watch that. It's like they're close enough in skill where somebody can't just win. You know, like that happens a lot in pub games, is what my point is. You have some game where one team will pick up 2 carries because they pick badly, but then you end up losing again because your skill isn't quite good enough to just out-gank them and just win the game. So it's really fun to see where teams are at that... What? I'm really confused. Okay, I guess we're remaking. Okay. Alright, let's find out what that is about. Where is it? Number 2. Let's see what they say about the remake. Four awards, new tactic. That's what he said. But no excuse. Whatever. Back in the game, going to be an AP. Everybody will pick up their heroes, and we'll see similar things. Hopefully. Alright, let's see if we see a similar situation. He is just busting ass right now. Busting ass like a little worm. Panzer is Sentinel team. In what team is Panzer? Bat really unbalanced. Thank you, Tiny. Looks like he's going to be absolutely fine. Scourge team now organizing. Pushing towards the bottom. I don't know if this is why they did this or not. I'm a little confused. If this was like an actual tournament, I'd be like, what the fuck? If only I spoke German, damn it! Alright, Night Stalker swinging the bot lane. He may run into trouble here. I don't think they're smoked up. They have the smokes, though. Smokes available. It's actually quite dangerous to run this direction, to be honest. There's the ward. Do they actually have any jungle heroes? Yeah, there is actually Enigma. So this ward's going to stop this spawn. I think it stops this spawn. And it's going to give vision on anybody jungling here, so that's pretty cool. And the entire Scourge team, this is basically probably why they remade, because they wanted these opportunities to be able to do what they just did. They'll pop the smoke now. And they're running to their respective lanes. I'm not quite sure. Kind of confused. Still have a whole minute. Smoke lasts for a minute. So they basically have 30 seconds here. Maybe they're looking for the enemy team? I'm not quite sure. I am confused. Freon with a lot of regen here on the top lane. It's probably going to be our tri-lane. Lightning Revenant with the Vengeful Spirit. And yes, it's actually... Throwing a Lightning Revenant into a tri-lane is actually very, very powerful. Because he does have some early potential. You know, he's got a big AoE nuke. Shoots about this big. It's a lot of early potential. Puck on the bot lane. A doing some epic blocking here, Mr. Oldie. Alright, did I go over the Scourge players? I don't think I did. Nova AT. Cruel Slat playing the Revenant. Mr. Oldie playing the Ancient Apparition. And finally, Foolish Human on the Fairy Dragon. And once again for the Sentinel team, Tornado Tony 79 playing the Night Stalker. Panzer Jamaris playing the Venomancer. Panzer Black playing the Enigma. Is he going to do some counter warding of pull spots? He's just checking to see what's countered. And by doing so, he knows there's probably a ward right here. And there's the sentry. He's going to spot it. Nicely done. Expecting that to be the case. Enigma isn't phased at all by this Observer ward. And it does get immediately de-warded, which is pretty huge for the Sentinel team. Nice job predicting that. Nice Stalker soloing against the Puck. He's done this before. I'm pretty sure he has experience with this. Vengeful Spirit and the Razor. Now pressuring. And Venomancer going to now pull. So this is kind of a cool thing that I must... this is really important to point out. They have a jungler, so they force the enemy team to buy Observer Wards. And almost every game, you're going to see somebody counter ward the pull spot. Normally it's not a big deal. It's like, okay, we can't pull. But this ward was forced because they didn't want Enigma to be able to jungle as well. Or at the very least, they would have options to gank him. So as a result, they forced them into the Observer Ward to counter Enigma's jungling. And therefore, it's absolutely cost effective to pick up a Sentry Ward, because they almost guaranteed put at least one ward in the enemy jungle. That's really cool. Alright, Furion is actually in a lot of trouble here. We're even going to get a static charge. He's going to try to TP out of this. Is he going to make it? Oh my god, he makes it. 40 HP. Nice call by Panzer Leaf. Ends up surviving. All the stuns dropped. He ends up getting away with that. And Earthshaker actually going to take a lot of tower damage here. 4 hits. It's good. 30% HP. It's going to tangle that back up, no problem. And Venomancer going to continue pulling here with some creep. So I really love that. Force the Sentry Ward, or force the Observer Ward, then your Sentry Wards ends up costing them 100 gold right off the bat. They can't pull. They have no vision on the bot lane. Puck can be easily ganked. It's kind of a cool situation. And they only used one Sentry Ward so far. They can use that for dewarding later. I like that as well. Ends up making that Sentry Ward really, really cost effective, basically. Enigma continuing his jungling. He has 570 gold, maybe going for a fast soul ring, not quite sure. And kind of surprised Furion on the top lane didn't go for a fast boots. That's normally pretty common, but realistically, if he went boots first, he would have died there. Maybe, because he would have been a little faster, but he did get good HP from the Ironwood branch, kept him alive. It's hard to say. He may have been able to escape from the disables in the first place. But he's just kind of focusing on getting EXP at this point. Kind of playing like a sissy, but he has to. We'll see where he goes now. He may be ganking. Looked like he was maybe going to go gank on the mid lane, but has been decided against. If he can actually sprout an Ancient Apparition, that's pretty huge. With enough Batrider stacks, they could definitely get a kill right there. But he's going to back off. Furion will continue sapping EXP. Razor's going to get pretty much free farm, probably going to have really fast phase boots here. A little bit of lag apparently, so we're saving the game. And Enigma, 800 gold. He will have his soul ring on the way. And, ooh. Looks like it has not been purchased yet. And I missed first blood, awesome. It's going to be on the Furion on the top lane. Dicking around looking for items, and I missed first blood. It's going to be Furion goes down. He does get blocked off by the Earthshaker and a couple stuns. He gets picked off. Sorry, Norman. I don't know if he was lagging or what. I wish I didn't miss that. Oh well. Too bad, guys. Enigma now level 4, continuing to CS. Looks like he did purchase his soul ring, and it is on the way. He sent the courier back. Unfortunately, it was a little bit late. That is very unfortunate for that to happen, but the courier is just loaded up with items. Gonna go support the urn on the bot lane on that Balinar. And there goes soul ring on the Enigma. Now he's actually gonna be self-sufficient in the jungle. Venomancer continuing to CS on some neutral creeps, which gives Night Stalker free farm, very important. And he's actually going to finish a Wand Urn, doesn't have boots yet, but he can always buy those from side lane, so it's nice to do this. Huge creep wave coming, going to try to push the tower down a little bit, or at least do good damage. Puck can defend this always, he is level 3. And Furion being really careful on the top lane, actually went for a Gauntlets of Strength, not the most typical buy for a Furion. He will spot the Earthshaker down there, but it's just an illusion, you may not know that though. See if he can bait out a fake fissure. He may be aware at this point. He's probably going to tag him, and then he'll know it's an illusion. Most importantly, you don't want that extra vision by the illusions. He's actually TPing on the bot lane. They're diving on the Puck, and they actually get off the first kill here, or the second kill. Enigma coming through with the Venomancer and the Night Stalker. Actually, kind of a missed TP on the Furion. He TPs into the jungle, but nicely using these Treants to just force the push. And they're actually going to get a really fast tower here with this big creep wave, and we're going to get some Eidolons out of Enigma. He does pick one up. Just some little regular Eidolons. And Tornado Tony starts off as Rain Man. First tower is going to drop. In the meantime, though, they're going to lose top lane. So they're actually trading towers here. Not a bad decision considering the fact that Furion was not really doing very well top. This is going to force these guys to farm somewhere else. Night Stalker can go ganking, and they don't really lose anything. The Sentinel team doesn't lose much by doing this. They can always go in the jungle. Scourge team doesn't necessarily have that benefit. Tower being dropped. A ulti gonna land top. Actually hits a lot of heroes. Most importantly, the Eidolons. We'll see if he can orb through this. But they may lose the second tower, and the Scourge team does not have that benefit as well. So there's another advantage for the Sentinel team just taking this quick second tower. They are gonna go for it. There's the nighttime. Just trying to force Puck back. There's the Void. He may get this kill. He's gonna earn him. I think it's a guaranteed kill. Nice kill. Tornado Tony picks off his first kill of the game. Tower drops down. Yellow gets that last hit. I believe that was indeed the Venomancer. And now AA running into the whole team fight here. Huge mistake by him. Guaranteed kill. Earthshaker comes in, actually. That may keep him alive, but Barretter's going to be there. RMN cleans up on the slow. Next Void on Earthshaker. We'll see one fissure, and then he's out, basically. And he looks a little blocked. He does get dropped. 4-3 currently. Huge advantage for Panzer. 6 minutes in. Lightning Revenant will back up level 5.
Player's forces are under attack.
And going for a fast medallion on Furion. It's going to allow him to jungle, but most additionally, in any ganks, since he has a little bit of low farm, it's going to help him gank a lot. And especially diving on a hero that's being chased by a Night Stalker, lowering their armor by 6 makes a huge impact on the game. So kind of is really nice. It turns, in a way you could look at it as like a really cheap Dagon. Furion's going to be able to go anywhere on the map and give -6 armor to one guy, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but in a close gank or a high aggressive early gank, that can really mean the difference between somebody dying in 3 seconds instead of like 6 seconds on a chase, which makes a huge difference. You can change targets, you can save a little bit of mana. That could be the difference. May see a swap. Nope, not even level 6 yet on Avenge. Still level 3. Barretter is 7 here with the power treads in the bottle. Night Stalker level 7. He has his treads finished with that stout shield. See if he dives on the group on the top. 3 stacks on the Ancient Apparition. I don't believe he knows how many support heroes are here. He's still going to go. First stun. There's second stun. He's definitely going to get cold feeded. The A ulti actually misses him, so he's not going to end up dying here. Barretter's still chasing. AA goes down. Venomancer getting very low. Ulti on the Earthshaker, and they're going to just nuke him down here. Wow, Earthshaker died fast. Razor ulti coming through. There's the black hole. Will they be able to pick off Razor? I don't know, man. He's getting pretty low. There's the Vortex. He gets another kill. Venge very low. Night Stalker trying to escape. He's literally 2 hits away from dying. Still not dead. He's going to salve himself up. I mean, earn himself up here and end up surviving. But it looks like, oh man, he ends up ulting on the Night Stalker. He should have popped his ulti. Or I'm sorry, should have popped his urn, but don't think he was necessarily expecting the ulti from Puck. Had to force that. But he did get another kill, I believe, on the Vengeful Spirit. That urn got the kill. So he gets a pretty good trade there. 8-7 currently. Game very close. And Puck really wants this kill in the battery. He's going to dodge the orb. And then he will be absolutely fine. The A ulti, is it good? Oh my god, what a dodge. That was really close. Holy crap. I don't even know if he intended to do that. He was like, I'm going to eat a treat. And then it didn't land. It was hilarious. Medallion on the Earthshaker. Pretty squishy. His ward's actually doing pretty good damage. Enigma going to continue farming on the top. Just boots with the Soul Ring. That was actually a very, very early push for Panzer. A little bit more than previous. Though they are quite gank heavy. Usually that Enigma seemed to just sit in the jungle for a really, really long time. Razor didn't end up going down there, which is a little unfortunate. The Razor ulti still picked off the Venomancer despite the black hole. Wow, they're actually going to pick up the Night Stalker here. Huge pickup. They fissure him in. Ice blocking him in. He's going to go down. Tornado Tony 79. Don't tell me he's going to live. That would be ridiculous. There's the stun from the Vengeful Spirit. Gets perfectly blocked in the corner. Such a good stun from Earthshaker. Buyback from the Night Stalker. He's going to sprint to the mid lane. Barretter eats some nukes here. He's going to end up going down. Gets picked off. This Razor is just too much early carry potential. He's just got Phase Boots, Vitality Booster out now. But Scourge Team's actually in the lead. SL4 pulling a little victory. Night Stalker chasing once again. He's going to try to pick off the Lightning Remnant. There's the Void. God, that was a long range Void. He's going to be auto-attacking this. Furion comes in. They will Medallion him. And he will get picked off. Huge pick off by the Sentinel team. It's going to make up a little bit for the death of Tornado Tony 79. Going to save the game up quick. 10.5 minutes. 9-9, closest game for Panzer yet. Venomancer level 5 picks up his arcane boots already. Huge nukes on Enigma. He's in a little bit of trouble. It's going to be probably fine. No more long range stuff to nail him with. But they wish they had a mech or something like that. It's going to be a salve on the Furion. We may see a urn on the Enigma. Yes, we do. And they will continue pushing here with those Eidolons. Going to be able to pick them off. There's the Fear and the Silence. Actually, Nightstalker way overextending here. He's going to get picked off. He does drop down, and the tower gets denied. Huge pickup for the Scourge team. 9 to 10 currently. Foolish Human in the lead. Furion ulti will do some good AoE damage to all these heroes, and they're going to back off, deciding that's a little scary to go on this. A with the double null talisman, going for the early damage potential. I just really like this Razor pick. I think this is literally the only reason that the Scourge team has some advantage right now. Batrider farming up. He's about halfway to his Blink Dagger. It's going to be a while till he gets there. And Furion going to continue farming the top lane. And Enigma, will he pick off the Ancient Apparition? He's going to get another disable, and the Eidolon's doing good damage, but he does pick off the kill. All we need is one nuke, and there we go. He will shatter. He does end up shattering there. Nice TP support from the Earthshaker. That would have been the difference between a straight trade and them not actually getting a kill on Enigma. So that's pretty big. Tread's finished on Furion. He is going for the early damage potential. Understandably. Razor is at level 8 currently. He still doesn't have any unstable current. Just going for mass static link. The most early potential that he could get. Most importantly against a diving Nightstalker. That's the way to go. And he will be diving after this. He knows where he's probably at. He's going to TP out though. He does TP out. And this person cancels their TP. That was actually Vengeful Spirit. Cancel his TP. A lot of gold wasted right there. And Venomancer actually blocking in the Nightstalker. I don't know if he knew that he was there or not, but he's now trapped. Which is kind of funny. Furion ends up spawning the Treants to get him out of there. Venomancer spotting the Puck as well. Puck actually semi-farm. Batrider chasing on the Vengeful Spirit. He does have boots, so he's going to be pretty fast, but I don't know if Arman's going to be able to get this kill. The Furion ulti does enough, though. That was pretty huge. Almost dodges the A ulti. He's going to pay for that. He ends up dying. And even a Puck ulti completely wasted there, which is a semi-decent cooldown. 80 seconds. 85 seconds, not sure which. Nothing to scoff at by any means. They're going to lose their top tower next. PANZER definitely in the lead. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 1. 3 tower advantage right now. They are still behind by 1, but all these support heroes have good items. So it's going to be tough. I would say somebody needs a mech, but they are fighting against an AA, so it's hard to say. Not always the best item. And I love the Vitality Booster Planeswalker's Cloak on the Razor. Just the earliest, the highest HP you can get. Not a lot of regen in it, unfortunately, but a Vitality Booster plus Planeswalkers really protects him from a lot of different things. There's a little bit of nuke on the Puck. He's going to have to ball that up a little bit. Venomancer in position on the side lane. He did put a ward on the high ground, so they know exactly what's going on here. 3 support heroes, semi-squishy. But they're actually going to back up from this. They're not quite ready to go on. They did just have 3 heroes. Furion pushes the bot lane in the meantime. And it's Batrider on the mid still. Bottle and the Treads. He's still getting close to that Blink Dagger. 500 gold away. It is so important to farm up that Blink Dagger as fast as possible. Level 11 now. Level 2 Flaming Lasso. It's a pretty big difference. An extra 5 seconds is 0.5 seconds of disable. And a lot of Eidolons running around. Level 8 Enigma. Tornado Tony looking for some initiations. They do spot the Venge and the AA. I don't think they actually have vision. There's no wards up. Maybe they suspect something. Here comes the gank. They are going to spot it because it's daytime. It's still daytime for the Nightstalker too, unfortunately, so he's not quite as fast as he needed to be. He's going to avoid the neutral creep down. And a little bit of a gank on the bot lane. Looks like Furion actually gets picked off by the static link with help from the Puck. 11 to 13 now. SL4 definitely in the lead and kills 2 up. Still behind in towers by 3. Enigma at 1500 gold. We'll see if he goes for a fast Blink Dagger. He may end up doing this since his gold levels are so high. It's that or a Mechanism or a Django. Those are your options basically. Django, Mech, Blink Dagger. I would be quite surprised if he got anything other than that. And a blink on a Razor with the Black Hole is going to be pretty huge. If they can do something like that, pick off all the supports in that short amount of time, and then go for the Razor, or do Razor first. Either way it would work. Something like that would be pretty huge. Observer Ward's still on the high ground. These supports are not nearly as rich. They're actually not doing too bad, though. We do have obs on Earthshaker. We'll see if they end up dewarding the spot, but I don't necessarily predict it. And they're all smoked up in position. We do have the Blink Dagger and the Bat Rider. Pretty fast damn Blink Dagger, despite the fact he's died at least twice. 15 minutes, that is awesome, man. Just looking for opportunities. If they dive on anybody, probably going to be AA or Venge first. Maybe Earthshaker. They're just waiting for these heroes to roam into the jungle. Plague Lord to spot them. They may go on this. Here they go. Here's the Blink Dagger. It's going to be AA they go on. There is a little bit of silence, but I think A is not going to get any spells off. He gets the AA ult off, but it just gets a debuff. Razor coming in, but he's going to be forced back. They may chase on this. There's the Flame Break. Huge ulti from Puck. They're all going to take a lot of AoE damage. A couple of them break tether, especially the Enigma. And there we see, actually we're going for a mech on the Furion. Enigma probably going to get either a BKB or that Blink Dagger and easily clean up the Earthshaker as a result. Fairy Dragon tries to make something happen, but it will not be enough. We're seeing Urn pop on Night Stalker. He may go for another kill. Creep wave gets cleared completely. Just waiting for the creep wave. It is so far away though. Come on guys, auto attack. And in the meantime, the rest of the map is actually pushing towards the Scourge's favor. Or towards the Sentinel's favor. Another Urn on the Night Stalker that will heal him back up to full. Venomancer a little left on the dark though. I love these like support Furion builds. They're really fun. Oh man, if Venom is gone. He does get picked off there. Definitely a big mistake from him. I think that was definitely sloppy. He shouldn't have gotten ultied there. Should be realizing, hey, I have less than 300 HP. Maybe I should watch out for that A ulti. And he ends up getting picked off. So now Sentinel's gonna have to back up for a little bit. 13 to 14. Still have a huge tower advantage. And Furion will continue to push these lanes out. Vengeful Spirit on the bot lane. Salved up the Furion. Coolest thing about this fast medallion build, you get it with the Nethras and Buckler, so that ends up balancing out the minus armor that you end up using for team fights. It works out pretty damn good. Plus the fast mech, once again, putting that mech anywhere on the map. That can make a big difference as well. Eidolon's CSing here. Gonna find an Earthshaker. Will he go for this gold? He's going to pick up a couple of them, actually. Pretty nicely done, but the Barrider's going to come in. He will be diving on this, doing a lot of damage over time. Holy crap. He spent all of his abilities to try to pick off the Eidolons, and is he going to get the last hit? The Furion ulti does pick him off. Got to break that static link, and he does end up doing so. He spent all of his stuns on the Eidolons, and the Barrider comes in and is like, well, you used all your tools. Guess I can kill you. Easy gank. Very nicely done. 14 to 14. Panzer looking pretty strong here. Going to pick up some more creeps.
Player's forces are under attack.
Fast Hood on the Lightning Revenant. It's going to give him a lot of survivability against this team, especially because it is primarily magic damage. Bat Rider, Venomancer, Enigma, even the Night Stalker. And Furion as well, though Furion's kind of physical at the moment. Primarily physical throughout the game, realistically. But the Eidolons will continue to spawn. This lane will be continued to push. A is on his way. He's going for a fast Dagon and our Force Staff. And Earthshaker's going to defend the bot lane. Somebody needs to do it. There's the Enchant Totem. We'll see a Fissure as well in a second. And some tower pressure with the wards. Earthshaker going to have enough for his Arcane Boots, which will be nice. And Sentinel Team's going to back up for a second, going to farm a couple neutrals, and then go back to the push, I think. Night Stalker looking for opportunities. I think this is a Scourge ward currently. A couple Scourge wards up. They will have vision of the Night Stalker. He's out of Urn charges, but he does have his Vanguard treads finished. Puck's on the Blink Dagger, 1400 gold. Ancient Apparition does go for the fast Force Staff. It is now nighttime. You gotta cast that when it does become nighttime. Let's look at some CS totals really quick. 42 on Night Stalker, 69 on Furion, 59 on Bat Rider. Looks like we may see a dive. They're thinking about it. They are thinking about it. There's an Ogre Axe on the Bat Rider. Might be going for a BKB. It'd be kinda cool. Back to CS totals. 39 on Enigma with 46 neutrals. He's quite farmed. He goes for fast Hood, actually. Going to do a pipe once again. And then we have 25 on Puck, 54 on AA, 86 on Razor. He's doing quite well. 3, 2, and 5. Not bad at all. And Scourge Team just kind of roaming between their lanes, trying to defend the pushes.
Player's forces are under attack.
How is that Furion doing? He's got his mech finished. He's going to TP to the bot lane. Going to push the bot lane a little bit here, and then they'll probably swing top. They actually pick off the tower there. I really like how they did that. Just really, really slow push. They didn't have to commit to a team fight. They could just continuously push with the Eidolons, with the wards from Venomancer. They didn't actually have to really, really commit to a team fight. And in the meantime, Balinar runs around looking for opportunities. The rest of the team looks for opportunities. Furon continues farming, and they don't have to waste their time pushing. They can still say, well, I mean, yeah, we just did a lot of pushing, but Razor didn't get a lot of farm either. They didn't have to just sit there and auto-attack. It was really awesome. I like that that went down. And the Scourge team didn't feel safe enough to try to defend it. Understandably, the tower is really low HP. And they have a freaking Balinar, plus Barret with Blink Dagger. It's not an easy thing to do. Night Stalker will finish up the mid lane. And we'll see what the rest of his team ends up being. SL4 being super cautious, backing up to their racks. Final tower remains. Orb's going to clear out most of this. Will he go on him? It's a pretty big static field. Enigma level 11 now.
A player's forces are under attack.
We'll save right now. We have some graphic problems on somebody. 22 minutes in here. Worried about crashes. They do not want to get out of the tournament as a result. Fairy Dragon going to orb on through. Nice Stalker level 11. It does have his point booster. He's looking for opportunities with all the heroes backed up very wisely.
A player's forces are under attack.
Most of the wave gets cleared by Lightning Revenant. And there's the initiation. They go on the Vengeful Spirit. Going to take big nukes on him. Does he going to get the fear off? He feared somebody. He's actually taking a lot of damage here. He breaks tether. A lot of damage going on the Razor. They actually need to run away from him. His damage is too big right now. Unless they can just beast him down. The mech actually heals up Enigma quite a bit, but it's not going to be enough. He pipes and runs away. He's going to survive. Razor gets picked off. Puck will be the next. They pick off 3 heroes of the Scourge team. Holy crap. I cannot believe Enigma is still there. That is amazing. He does get earned up immediately by Tornado Tony.
Player's forces are under attack.
There's Puck coming in, maybe to get some revenge. There's the swap. Tornado Tony in a lot of trouble here. Taking big nukes, he gets dropped immediately. Nice swap there. There's a black hole. Actually going to force staff out the Vengeful Spirit, but they catch the Puck in it. Pretty big Echo Slam from the Earthshaker, and a couple nukes is going to result in a lot of Sentinel heroes dead. And they end up picking off everybody there. Venomancer is the only survivor. Barretter as well, I guess. 2 heroes. Blink. Oh, yes, he gets it off. I love players that are good at blinking. Yes. He had a chance to make it, and he did. He blinked away. That's awesome. And the Scourge team pick up 3 for 1 there. Tornado Tony 79 gets dropped.
A player's forces are under attack.
Razor on the bot lane, continuing to farm 1200 gold. It's 18 to 17 currently. Let's look at some more CS totals. Should probably save again, I guess. If you wanted to save some more often. Shall I go for it? It's only 2 minutes ago. 62 on the A, 33 on Puck, 6 on Venge, 107 on the Razor, and 27 on Earthshaker. For the Sentinel team, 48 on Enigma with 51 neutrals, 23 on Veno, 72 on Batrider, 100 on the Fearan, and 55 on the Night Stalker with 15 neutrals. So he's not doing too bad either. We're going to clean up some neutrals up here. We'll save the game again. Furion back in the jungle. Ultimate Orb, he's going to go for a Sheep Stick next. It's going to make a pretty big impact, especially if you can sheep someone like a Razor. If he's not attacking, or you can sheep him, run away so static field breaks. Something like that is pretty huge. Blink Dagger and Earthshaker now. He's level 10. But, I mean, this is the coolest thing about this heavy push strategy is every single one of the Sentinel heroes are actually very good farmers. Let's look at Venomancer. He's the dedicated support for the team, and he's literally just in the jungles, neutral heroes the whole time with his wards. Just sits here. And that makes a huge impact on the game. Heroes like Earthshaker, Vengeful Spirit, they don't have that. They can't do that. I mean, we also saw a Witch Doctor pick out of them, and I think that's why they generally, not necessarily their main choice for doing it, but that's also another benefit of Witch Doctor. He can neutral as well. Not necessarily as good as Venomancer, but pretty close. Enigmo has his pipe finish still. He has that bracer. He may go for a Django next. Venomancer also has produced one. Batrider and Viz in position with the BKB. It's going to make a big difference on the team fight. Probably going to BKB Blink, take out that Razor. That is the hero they want to drop. They might take out some supports as well, but if the main carry dies, that's all they have to go. He does have his Vanguard finished, but he needs more HP past this. Creep Wave will be mostly hurt by that Wave of Terror. Batrider's still looking for an opportunity. Will he blink on it? He will not. Flame Break going to do a little bit of damage to the support heroes. And Furion roaming once again to push. He's always ready to TP onto the team fight, but continuing to farm at the same time and push all the lanes. All the lanes are constantly towards the Scourge team. They can't get out of their base to farm. They literally have to stand there and wait for a Creep Wave to come up to them. And in the meantime, they're farming jungles.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Batrider on the bot lane. Looks like Panzer's a little disjointed, not quite sure where they want to push. I don't think they feel quite ready to take out another team. 1,500 gold in the Balloner. They may farm up the Aghanims first. They're very close. Still need 500 gold.
A player's forces are under attack.
Razor will continue farming. He's up to 1,000 gold. May get a Manta next. Maybe a Sanjin Yasha, something like that. And they will go for the Roshan. They do have the medallion. Apparently the Scourge team is aware of it. They did have a ward up. Batrider ends up going to Firefly. He scouts the Fairy Dragon. He's going on him. Huge nukes. Holy crap. He gets taken out so fast. With help from the Void. Lightning Revenant is in there. In the action. Picking off Panzer Leaf. That's Prophet. Prophet's going to TP back in. Balon are going to try to take out a couple more support heroes. Who will he go first? It's going to be Venge. They want to take out Vengeful Spear. Vengeful Spear is going to drop. There's the Black Hole. They catch the AA. And now it's just Razor. Razor is their last target. They actually, a little bit of a mystery, but not a huge deal. They're going to pick him off. Just too much burst damage. Panzer wins a huge team fight. Pick off 4 enemy heroes. They did lose the Furion, but he bought back.
A player's forces are under attack.
And are they missing anybody else? Was that really it? Is that all they lost? It was just a Furion. That's a pretty good trade. Roshan gets picked up. Who's going to grab the Aegis? It's going to be Batrider. Drops his scroll of TP. I am lagging. Leg. Shall we save? I think they're just going to push it up. Earthshaker going for the Fissure. And they're going to take out the melee at the tower for the mid lane. Going to see another team fight here, but there's the initiation on the Vengeful Spirit. Venge might die as a result. Doesn't have as good of a swapping position, and she will get dropped. Good initiation. Blink back by the Fairy Dragon. He did ulti this, but it's not going to make a huge impact. Just trying to slow the push as long as possible. Stun from the Earthshaker now. Aghanim Scepter on the Night Stalker. It's daytime though. It's the downside. Blocks his Night Stalker a little bit. And here comes the Razor trying to get a kill. He does static link on the the Vino. Still giving him a huge damage boost. Plus 117 currently. Earthshaker blinks in. Doesn't have any arcane boots. Who cares? He's got a blink dagger. Night Stalker escaping. Gonna end up surviving. Earthshaker gets a nuke down. Razor needs to get dropped. His damage bonus isn't too high, luckily. Batrider will get cleaned up, but that is just an Aegis, not a big deal. And as soon as he's up, I think they're going to dive on either the Puck or the Razor. Here they go. He BKBs. Don't know if he has his ulti. He's going to auto-attack the Puck down. Probably going to pick him off. He does phase shift, but he's down now. Blinking now. Blinks on the Vengeful Spear. Vengeful Spear going to die immediately again. And he does go down. The Gale lands. Going after the Razor now. There's the Sprout. He's going to static link on the Night Stalker. Can they pick him off fast enough? Doesn't even matter. The damage bonus is just too much. He drops down. Panzer's going to take the game, guys. Got to swing bot and top, but that's it. Both Rexes will fall. Panzer going to play yet another game. 3 carbon copies of one another, more or less. And understandably so. Why break something that works? Enigma, Night Stalker, mega pushing, Furion getting a lot of farm, Batrider ganking heroes, and Venomancer general supporting and team fight. The A ulti, they really want to pick off this Venomancer, but it's not going to happen. A little bit of disable on the Balinar. He does get chain stunned. He's actually going to get a huge stun off. Balinar's going to try to commit to this, but it's not going to be enough. Huge Echo Slam. Going to put the Enigma in a lot of trouble. They're going to net on the Razor as well, but I think that's going to be it for the Sentinel team. They're going to lose this team fight for sure. Will they get the Razor in time? It's going to be close. Bat actually picks off the kill. A lot of auto attack damage with this Treads BKB. And I think Furion's going to try to escape. It's going to be close, man. He does Cold Feet. I think he's going to survive. He needs to get a TP out, though. There's the Sprout. Here comes the TP. He still has vision. Are you kidding me? Oh, he Ice Vortex, I was going to say. That was crazy. Should have ran a little bit farther away. Could have ended up surviving. Out of attack range, he would have been fine. And now going to clean up the Vengeful Spirit. 2 Raxes are down. Venge is down. A ulti. It will land. Enigma is going to have to get down by 150 HP. Now he's going to get it. Nicely done by Ancient Apparition. Cleaning up now. Mr. Odie playing very well. But both Raxes are dropped. That's 2 Rax. This game is over pretty much, just waiting for Panzer to finish it out. Not going to be able to outcarry this with just a Razor. They held off for a long time, they picked a good hero, but it just wasn't quite enough. Panzer's going to go on to the finals of the Gear Up Cup. They're going to win a bunch of stuff. If they win their last game, it's going to be played at a different time, probably tomorrow afternoon. They just wanted to finish their semifinals game today, just get it over with. Understandably. And now they only have to play 1 round tomorrow. Messerschmitt's Reaver 25 strength. Batrider is going to be so tank, man. It's actually a really good item choice against all these heroes. I mean, it's mostly just support heroes who do some magic nukes. Razor can DPS, but realistically, there's just so many disables, he can't get a really beast static link off. And even if he did, everybody's not squishy enough anymore for that to be the case. 750 gold on Night Stalker. They may be diving on this. We will see. Do we have a blink on Enigma? We do actually have a blink. And here comes the initiation going on the Earthshaker. They're both going to disable him. There's a Midnight Pulse. Earthshaker going to drop. Doesn't even get a stun off. Chasing now on the Lightning Revenant. He does get the Void. A couple slows here. And now he's just kind of standing around. A little bit of a mistake from him. Night Stalker actually going to pick off the Puck. Blink on the high ground from the Furion. There's a huge black hole. It doesn't actually hit anybody, I think. They pick off the Razor, though. Black holes. German. Venom or Venge is gonna go down. More German. I can understand faces. Toothy smile. Alright, so last Rax will drop, guys. Good game after ES Rampage ulti. Yes. Whatever that means. Alright, so that's the end of the game, guys. Panzer's going to make it to the finals of the ROCCAT Gear Up Cup, or whatever it's called. I don't know what that means. Lame picks, whatever, Crush, Sagan, German. I don't know what they're talking about, but huge game by Panzer. Definitely played a very good game. High aggression. Tornado Tony 79 gets picked off yet again. And even to steal the Venge in the tower. Great job by Furion. I want to say how good he farmed. That's pretty awesome. And the rest of the players, of course, Panzer obviously playing a great game. So we're going to back out. That's like 3 completely similar replays. Panzer versus SL4. Bam, our replay saved. I swear to God, guys, I'm done casting now. This is it. I'm going to do stuff that I want to do. I'm going to eat food for like 5 hours straight because I am seriously lacking. If you want to see more from me, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, go add me on all that shit. Go check out my stuff. It'd be awesome. And once again, thank you guys for watching. Ghosty Gamers, really appreciate it, guys. And I will see you guys next time I stream.